What up, y'all? Back with another video. I'm here to talk about NWA releasing their debut classic, Straight Outta Compton, of August 8th, 1988. I know this is a little confusing. A lot of people, just everyone, they always keep thinking it was January 25th of 1989, but it's August 8th. August 8th is the correct of the month and day and the year it was released. So happy 38 years to this classic right here. Love this record, y'all. I love the title track, y'all know, and Gangsta Gangsta, and Bleep the Police, but everything was very controversial, y'all should know. Parental Discretion Iz Advised, If It Ain't Ruff, 8-Ball remix, something like that, Express Yourself with Cube and Dre, Compton's in the House remix, I Ain't the One, that's by Ice Cube, Dopeman remix, Quiet on the Set, Something to Dance to. You also got 5 bonus tracks right here. You also got Compton's in the House, that's a live one with Dre and Ren. And then you got If It Ain't Ruff, that's covered by Dub C, and Dopeman covered by Mack. Gangsta Gangsta covered by Snoop and C Murda, and Bleep the Police, that's covered by Bone Thugs and Harmony. Classic record, man. I love this record. This will always be a classic forever. A lot of bangers on it. So, it was released through Priority and Ruthless Records, and it was produced by the NWA members Dre and Yella and Arabian Prince, and with lyrics written by Eazy-E, Ice Cube, and MC Ren, alongside contributions from Ruthless rapper and NWA affiliate, the DOC, the Diggy Doc, y'all. And the album's lyrics depict the conditions of life in Compton, California, while also expressing the hostility toward rival groups and law enforcement. The song, the police prompted a warning letter from an FBI agent, which contributed NWA's notoriety and the group's self-description as the world's most dangerous group. And then more history to it of the month of July in the year of '89, despite receiving limited radio airplay outside of the LA area, Straight Outta Compton had become the first gangsta rap album to earn platinum certification, signifying over 1 million copies sold. And the album reached number 9 on the Billboard's top R&B hip-hop albums chart and number 37 on the Billboard 200 chart. That same year, it attracted extensive media attention and is widely credited with acceleration the rise of hardcore gangsta rap into mainstream hip-hop. And although initial critical reception was mixed, the album has since been recognized as one of the most influential and acclaimed works in hip-hop history. And the album was reissued in September of 2002, with 4 bonus tracks, which I already mentioned about that. I have this version. And again in 2007 of December 2007, shortly before its 20th anniversary, with several tribute remixes and a live recording of Compton's in the House. And then in 2015, a red cassette reissue and the release of the biographical film Straight Outta Compton, led to renewed commercial success, with the album later certified triple platinum. And then in 2016, that was 10 years ago, it became the first rap album to be inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame. And then in 2017, that was 9 years ago, it was added to the Library of Congress National Recording Registry for being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. Man, this album will always be a classic, even though everything was so controversial. But y'all should know the real. There was a lot of crazy things going on at the time in LA, and it's still relevant about what's going on right now, and blah, blah, blah. Everything is bananas. But anyways, anywho, let's keep talking more about this classic. So during the most of the 80s New York, the birthplace of hip-hop, which is 100% facts, remained the genres, but then it also transcended in LA and everywhere, and the rest is history. So the genre's primary creative and commercial center, while LA County played a secondary role up until '88, the LA hip-hop scene largely reflected hip-hop's dance-oriented and party-based origins, emphasizing DJs and DJ crews as its central figures. And then the dominant local style was electro rap or funk hop. Super dope stuff too. And influenced by tracks such as the New York-based 1982 hit Planet Rock. And in contrast of East Coast hip-hop had begun prioritizing lyricism following the commercial and cultural success of Run DMC's debut self-titled album from 1984. Man, Gotta let y'all know. That is a classic. That debut of Run DMC is classic too. So as the decade had progressed, the recording vocal performances over electro rap instrumentals became increasingly common. The world-class Wrecking Crew featuring Dr. Dre and Yella released one of the first West Coast rap albums issued by a major record label. Another prominent figure to emerge was Ice-T, whose 1986 single, y'all should know, The 6 in the Morning, drew inspiration from Philadelphia rapper Schoolie D's 1985 track PSK, What Does It Mean? Ice-T's song shifted attention in LA away from electro rap, achieved gold sales, and it is widely considered an early example of gangster rap. And then the year of 87, Eric Wright, well known as Eazy-E, was a resident and a member of the Kelly Park Crips, founded the independent record label Ruthless Records, and through his prior activities, Wright had established connections with Dr. Dre and Arabian Prince, two LA producers, with the latter specifically seeking greater financial control over his work. And Wright enlisted South Central rapper, well known, Ice Cube, then a member of the group CIA, as a ghostwriter and tasked him with writing material for the new label alongside Dre. The collaboration produced the track Boys in the Hood, originally intended for a New York group signed to Ruthless Records. Y'all know the scene in the movie Straight Outta Compton. They were just giving NWA a difficult time and all. That's why Eazy-E actually rapped over the song. So the song was instead recorded by Wright himself under the name Eazy-E after the original performance declined that. Although the song was released solely under Eazy's name, Boys in the Hood became a regional success, though some critics had noted similarities to Schoolie D's PSK and found its tempo unsuitable for dancing. And the success of the single led to Eazy to call for an EP titled NWA, and the EP's 5 songs include Eazy and Cube on Dopeman, Eazy on 8 Ball, and Arabian's production Panic Zone, classic stuff, and the EP officially branded the group NWA. Man, what a great history, man. Great history to learn about this. So, building on Ice-T's precedent, NWA developed a distinct approach to gangster rap characterized by detailed depictions of street life, hostility toward authority, and references to violence. And the group attempted to broaden its audience by providing radio edits to local stations such as K-Day, but received minimal radio play. So despite that, the album achieved significant commercial success, selling over 1 million copies and becoming the first gangster rap album to earn platinum certification. And as an interest in the LA rap scene grew, artists such as MCA of Compton's Most Wanted emerged in response, marking a broader regional shift from dance-oriented to hardcore rap styles. And more to it, recording for Straight Outta Compton began not long after Eazy completed his first solo debut, Eazy Does It. That's a classic too. I love that record too. So the album was recorded and produced at Audio Achievement Studio in Torrance, California for $12K during the summer and fall of '88. And Dre in the year of '93 interview recalls, I threw that thing together in 6 weeks so we could have something to sell out of the trunk. And an incident recalled in Jerry Huller's book, police approached the group while they were standing outside the studio in '88 and demanded them to get on their knees and show ID without explanation. Outraged by the experience, Q began writing the lyrics that would become, y'all know, The Police. Bleep the Police. Initially still spending weekends in jail over traffic violations, Dre was reluctant to do Bleep the Police, a reluctance that dissolved once that sentence concluded. And the album's producers were Dre and with Yella and Arabian Prince. Its production was mostly sampled horn blasts, some funk guitar riffs, sampled vocals, and turntable scratches. And atop a drum machine, their drum machine used for kick was the Roland TR-808. And NWA, Ice Cube and ran along with Ruthless Records rapper The DLC, wrote the lyrics, including those rapped by Eazy and Dre. Arabian Prince, only rapping contribution on Straight Outta Compton, is the closing track, Something to Dance To. Parental Discretion Iz Advised features vocals by the DLC, making him the only non-official member of the group to rap on the album. But still amazing, man. This will always be a classic forever. No doubt about it. The rest is history. I'll let y'all know. The rest is history. This will always be a classic. But it's crazy how they say it's released on January of 25th of 1989. But August 8th, it was released 38 years ago. Released through Priority Records. And definitely is considered NWA's best-selling album, and it attained gold certification with 500,000 copies sold 3 months after the release. And it peaked at number 9 on the Billboard's top R&B hip-hop albums chart, and it on April 15th of the year of 89 at number 37 on the Billboard 200, which ranks the week's most popular albums. On July 18th of 1989, the album was certified platinum with 1 million copies sold. March 27th of 92, it was certified double platinum with 2 million copies sold. And on November 11th, 2015, it was certified triple platinum with 3 million copies sold. And by Priority Records estimation, about 80% of Straight Outta Compton sales occurred in suburban areas that were predominantly Caucasian. And approaching the August 2015 release of the film, Straight Outta Compton, the album re-entered the Billboard 200 at number 173. The next week, it rose to number 97, and another week later, it reached number 30. And then besting its 1989 peak position of 37, September 5th, it peaked down the chart at number 6. Meanwhile, the album title track entered the Billboard Hot 100 as NWA's first song in the top 40, and it spent 2 weeks at number 38. What is your favorite song off this classic? Don't forget to hit the like and sub and comment and follow your boy. Y'all have a blessed one and stay safe. If you don't have this record, go search for it, bump it on your turntables. Or actually, I'll show y'all the LP real quick. I'll show y'all. Show you real quick. Here we go. Super dope right here. Really, really dope, man. I'll show y'all the LP. Ooh, that's super heavy. Super immaculate. I will never stop bumping this classic, man. This is definitely a West Coast hip-hop gem forever. Alright, y'all. Have a safe one now. Catch you on the next chapter. Next video.